Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Inter Miami CF2, Atlas FC1, Leagues Cup 2025 League Phase. Miami gets the win at the last second. They win 2-1. Atlas, I wouldn't say were that special. They got a goal back, and then 16 minutes later they dropped the equalizer, or they dropped being equal to a loss. Miami was seconds away from a penalty shootout, and in the end, they made sure that didn't happen. Inter Miami CF 2, Atlas FC 1, La Leagues Cup, fase de grupos. Inter Miami, ganador de la partido. So, game played out as follows: 0-0 at the half, 0-0 medio tiempo. Miami definitely, for most of the first half, I thought were the better team. They had more chances. They definitely could have scored. I'd say it's more of Vargas making sure the ball didn't go to the back of the net than Miami being the better team, or screwing it up, I should say. They were slightly the better team, but Miami definitely had some shots they scuffed, putting over the bar, putting it wide, but most of it, hell, both halves, was Vargas making a lot of saves. Legitimately, if Atlas got this to penalties, even if they lost the shootout, I would have said Vargas was man of the match, but they did not get it to a shootout. Messi with 2 assists, we'll get there, but Vargas with a lot of saves. Dude definitely kept Atlas in this match. Kept them close. Definitely almost got them to a shootout. 0-0, 0-0 medio tiempo. 58th minute, Talasco Segovia scores. Messi gets the ball, crosses it over to Talasco Segovia, who almost screws it up anyway, but does tap it into the goal as he's getting ran at by a defender. 1-0, 1-0. Goal is scored by Segovia. It counts. It is onside. 1-0. There was a question, but it counts. 1-0. 1-0 Miami. 80th minute. Rivaldo Lozano gets the ball. Falcon goes down. Gets fouled. Ball's kicked at him. Lozano picks it up. Slots it home. Runs around him. Slots it home. 1-1. 1-1. There's equalizer for Atlas from Rivaldo Lozano. And finally, 90+6. Very similar to the first Miami goal. Messi gets the ball played to him by Suarez. Messi crosses the ball over to Marcelo Weingart, who's wide open. He side foots it in as a defender's coming at him once again. Way more cleaner than Segovia, though. 90+6, 2-1, 2-1. They call it offside, but they check it on VAR, and they see that it was onside, because let's be clear, if the Weingart goal was off, the Segovia goal was off. They're either both on or both off the way they played out, and Weingart was onside. 2-0, 2-1. Full time, it is 2-1, 2-1 for Miami. Miami ganador. Atlas lose the match. And honestly, heartbreakingly. Full time, 2-1, 2-1. Stats are as follows: 19 shots to 15. 5 shots on goal to 7. We have 55% possession to 45% possession. 412 pass to 345. We have 87% pass accuracy to 85% pass accuracy. 12 fouls to 13. 2 offside to 0. 1 yellow card to 3. 0 red cards to 0. 11 corners to 6. Miami, honestly, are lucky that in the end they got the goals that they needed, because they definitely played with their food, I would say. I think Miami definitely played with their food. I definitely think they could have won this game by more. They should have won this game by more. They should have never been in the position of having to score at the last second to miss the penalty shootout and not have to have the penalty shootout. But they did not score more than 2 goals. And part of that is Camilo Vargas being amazing making a lot of saves that I don't think many keepers would have made against Miami. And also a little bit of the fact that Miami definitely effed around and found out. Miami definitely thought that they could win this match by multiple goals on a walkover. Wrong. Atlas fought their asses off. Let's be clear. Defensively, they were solid. Vargas made save after save after save. You look at this match, and Atlas had their moments. They definitely had their moments. They were definitely solid. They definitely could have lost by more, but overall they were solid. They did their job. And you think about how the game went. If you're an Atlas fan, besides the ending, you should be happy. Even though it didn't go your way, you should be happy because they fought their asses off. They're moving in a forward direction. And that should make y'all happy. Overall, though, the ending is heartbreaking. I can understand that. Miami got their late goal to save them from a shootout. And they advanced. Well, not advanced. They still have 2 group stage games to play. But at least, in the end, they have 3 points. So they still have a good position to advance. So there you go. I will say Rodrigo De Paul looked amazing tonight for Miami. I think him playing that roving role, if he needs to drop back, he drops back. If he needs to cheat forward or can cheat forward, he will. Very much better defensively than Busquets, has much more mobility. I think he helps partner Busquets well at that defensive midfield. Very good game from De Paul. I'm surprised he played. He played all 90 minutes. He did. All 90. Started his debut and played all 90 minutes. I guess the Club World Cup helped with that. The fact he just played a month ago. Good for De Paul. Good for him. Messi is man of the match for me because he had 2 assists. It would have been Vargas, but they didn't go to a penalty shootout. So, Messi, as it probably you would have expected. But either way, Miami did their job, mostly. They could have scored more goals. They should have scored more goals. Vargas was the reason most of those did not get scored. Part of it was Miami effed around and found out. They thought it'd be too easy. It was not easy. But Miami got the win. 3 points for them. Messi's man of the match. There you go. It's pretty much all I could say. Miami, I thought, was the better team. Atlas was solid, though. Miami, late on win. Deserved, I would say so. But there's your answer. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along of Chivas versus New York Red Bull. And Cruz Azul versus Seattle Sounders. And we will review Cruz Azul versus Seattle Sounders. 2 lives, 1 review tomorrow, and of course for the Dynasty Stars, run it back for July. We'll be out before those 2 games even start. So there you go. I will see you tomorrow. 2 things or 3 pieces of content for everybody, an extra piece of content for the Dynasty Stars. I will see you tomorrow. Miami gets the win. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you.